Good morning, guys. I have been so excited to announce my winter project to you. And it's going to be the Emergency 9 trivia competition. So, for those who are fans of Barstool, I'm kind of stealing this idea from Jeff D. Lowe and the Dozen. And as you guys know, every winter I try to do something to pass the 3-4 month time that Twilight doesn't have anything going on. And we're now in our approaching 10th year of Twilight. We started in 2012. So there's a lot of history in this league. And I just thought this would be a great way to have a lot of fun. And now that I'm kind of entering the world of YouTube and recording some videos, the betting videos that we had for the Ryder Cup, I think went fantastic. Got a lot of positive feedback on those. So I was trying to think how I can incorporate that into something this off season. I'm like, oh, this is an absolutely perfect idea. So let me explain to you a little bit exactly how I envision this working. How do I move to the next slide on here? There we go. Okay, so what is the Emergency 9? Like I said, it's going to be a trivia competition, but it's not your typical trivia competition. All right, it's going to be fully based on just Twilight questions. Okay, I'll move this over so you can see me a little bit. There we go, that should be good. Yeah, just Twilight questions. Anything about the history of the league, the courses, moments that have happened, different stats. I have tons of ideas for it. I've brainstormed tons of questions. And just kind of based on what teams I'm going to have playing against each other in a given week is how I'm going to plan to write those questions. So it's going to be an 8-team competition, and I see it taking place from December to January, approximately in that range. The 8 teams will be captained by the 8 original Twilight guys who've played since our very first season in 2012. I mean, 2012, we were really small. We were running out like 8 to 12 people. I mean, we did have a couple more, but I would consider these 8 guys like the core founders of the league. And that's Doug, Steve, Laud, Billy D, Foster, Stock, Stu, and Ben. Like, those are the 8 originals. They've played every season. I mean, some have obviously played more than others over the past, but those are the guys who helped me build this league. So I want them 8 to captain a team and draft some other Twilighters, some newer guys, some who have been around a little bit longer. And I'm going to have a snake draft. I'm going to do it sometime this week. I'm going to try to get in contact with these guys and see if I can maybe do it over Zoom, maybe do it over text, depending on what the schedule is. But I'm going to have each of them pick 2 guys. Now, they have to be Twilighters, obviously. But I'm going to give them free reign over to draft whoever they like. Okay, a snake draft. So there's going to be a total of 16 Twilighters drafted. Whoever gets first pick is going to get 16th. And I'm leaving the order up to how many career rounds they've played. So out of those 8, Doug is number 1. So he is going to get to pick whether he wants 1 and 16, 2 and 15, 3 and 14, so on, all the way to 8 and 9. And I already talked to Doug about this, and I know he's taking 1 and 16. He said he's taking the number 1 pick. I guess he has somebody in mind, and he doesn't even care who the 16th pick is. So then I'm going to go to whoever's played the second most round of rounds. I'd have to look at the email. I don't know that off the top of my head. But then they're going to have the selection of whether they want to go 2 or 15, 3 or 14, or so on. Okay, so each captain is going to have a total of 2 Twilighters on their team. And as I put in that bullet point, for those of you bad at math, 8 teams of 3, 24 guys are going to be participating in this. So for those of you watching this video right now, you very well might be one of the people drafted. And I hope you want to participate. I guess that's going to be something when I announce the teams. If someone tells me they are not interested in participating, I guess we'll just have to find someone else. But I plan on doing this all on Zoom. Okay, so getting to the second to last bullet point here, there are 8 teams in a single elimination bracket. So that would be 4 in round 1. Then it would already go to the semifinals, which is 2 matches, and the final is 1. So if you happen to be on one of the two teams that makes it to the finals, you would have to play 3 matches. I'm looking to play 1 match a week. So that would be a total of 7. So I'm thinking of starting this in December, doing 1 match a week. So the first round would pretty much take us all of December. So you would only have to play 1 round. That's it. Then that would take us to the beginning of January where we do the semifinal, and maybe end of January where we do the final. So that would be your only commitment. And we're not meeting up anywhere. I want to do this all on Zoom. And I need to mess around with the details of it because I'm envisioning being able to record this and take that recording to my YouTube page. And just seeing how I have to mess around a little bit to see how it works, the exact details of it. But I'm envisioning you being able to see everybody's screen on the recording, and I'm going to be able to publish it. I'm going to host it. And I don't know. I have great things envisioned. I don't know how it's going to look on Zoom or YouTube, but we'll see. But for those of you that do get drafted, I just want you to know that's going to be your commitment. 3 matches at most. It will be one in December and possibly 2 in January. It's definitely going to be done on Zoom or Google Meet or one of those platforms. So I would just try to get with the team. So there would be 6 people and myself and say, okay, we're playing the first week in December. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's try to get some dates that we can agree on that would work. Probably in the evenings on the weekends is what I'm thinking would be the best. But who knows? Maybe a weekday will work. But yeah, so we'll kind of play by ear there and see how it goes. And as for the draft, I would have an announcement video probably next week, maybe Thanksgiving weekend if we get around to do it, where I'll do once again a YouTube video, an announcement on if you were chosen to be on a team or not. So I'm kind of excited for that. I think it'll be fun to see who these guys take. I mean, unlike a regular Twilight draft where we're drafting purely on ability, I mean, this is going to be really fun to see how they go with it. Are they going to go with a super serious team who they think is going to do well? Are they just going to look to have fun and draft a couple of their buddies? I have no idea how this is going to work. So I'm really looking forward to it. Here is the, I think I have to click on this to move to the next slide. So here are the rules to it. So it's going to be 9 rounds, hence why I'm calling it the emergency 9. If you've ever heard that in golf before, you play an absolute shit 18 holes and you want to go out for another 9 to try to find it, called the emergency 9. So 9 rounds, and each round, each team's going to get 1 question. All right, so that's why you're thinking, okay, how are we going to do this on Zoom or Google Meet? If I talk to my teammates, isn't the other team going to hear it? One team has a question at a time. So, if Team Doug's playing Team Laud, Team Doug has the first question. Oh, my battery's running low. I better plug that in so it doesn't die while I'm doing a recording. So each team's going to have 1 question. I'll give the question to Team Doug, and his team will have the time to answer. And if his team does not get the question correct, Team Laud would have a chance to steal it. Each question's worth 1 point. Then, after that question, I would do round 1 to also Team Laud. Ask him the question. If they get it right, it's 1 point. If not, Team Doug has a chance to steal it. We'll use that process for all 9 rounds of it, going through, and I'm going to have different categories like, course stats or Ryder Cup, specific event that happened in a season, like who named this Twilighter, different stuff like that. I don't want to give it all away because I've been really excited to announce this. I think I have some hysterical questions that people are going to think back through the years and remember these events that have happened that are going to be really fun. Then I'm going to have a bonus round at the end worth 2 points. This is going to be the same question. So I need to figure out how I can do this because I don't want obviously both teams talking about it. I know Zoom has this stuff with groups that you can use, that you can separate them. Once again, I have to dig into it to see exactly if I'm capable of doing that or not, but 9 rounds with a bonus. I'm going to give 3 lifelines, and I think this could be really fun as well. One of them is going to be phone a friend, where, you get a question and you're thinking, I don't know the answer. I'm going to allow you guys to call a Twilighter on the phone or FaceTime them or something that you can ask them for help on their question. And as you can see, I put if they don't answer, you're obviously shit out of luck. A second chance lifeline, where if you get the question wrong, before I have the other team steal it, I'm going to give you the chance to have a second chance. Maybe you guessed, it was a Who Am I, and you guessed Ryan Laudeman, you got it wrong, and you get a second guess with it. And then I'm going to give you a double up, which is before the round when I announce it. Maybe I announce Twilight Majors. You're like, okay, I know a lot about that category. I'm going to double it up. Okay, so before you can make that question worth 2 points. So yeah, that's it. I think we're going to have a great time with this. I've been kind of brainstorming with a couple Twilighters. They've heard about this. I haven't told anybody any questions yet. I mean, I probably have a Google Doc of 100 questions written down where they just randomly pop to me and I quick jot it down and think this would be a hysterical question to ask. But I obviously have to make sure that the team doesn't have really anyone involved in that would definitely know the story. I don't want to have a dead giveaway where I'm talking about an event and that team was involved in the event, So I have to write the questions based on what team is playing who. So just to summarize, the draft, I'm going to try to get that done this week with those 8 guys via Zoom /text, whatever is available to them. And then hopefully you will know by the end of the week, early next week, if you were drafted, what team you were on, and hopefully if you don't want to participate, you'll let me know ASAP so I can fill somebody. But yeah, 16 of you that are watching this video are going to be picked on a team, and I think we're going to have a great time with this as I kind of make my way through these YouTube videos, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hope you enjoy that. Hope you're as excited as I am. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. And stay tuned for the end of the week to see if you are on a team or not. Enjoy your Thanksgiving week, guys, and I will be talking to you soon.